He's young. If he's old, I'm old, motherfucker. You can say whatever you want. If anybody tries to because your mom can say that. Your mom says no, you're on your own, kid. Yeah, Ratchet, yeah, right. Y'all have heard the cinematographer's literotica. Panic attack during a fucking erotic poem. The cinematographer's literotica. Scene. There's a shallow pool-like layer of water across the floor. The room is black, the walls black, the ceiling black. There is no discernible lighting, but everything is dramatically visible. Whether you and I can see or not is not established, and this is sexy. A close-up of our hands glistening, drops of water clinging to them as though glued by lust. Cut to a side view of a breast through a sleeveless t-shirt, but there was too much nipple to be side boob. Note, this nipple is vital. Then, cut back to our hands, almost touching, but not touching, then maybe touching, then definitely pulling apart as though unwilling, but sexual. Pull out our legs, shining, wet. Our loose shirts are dry, though our hair is soaked. Our nipple flashes again, arousingly. The unseen lighting from all angles captures the loose, dry folds and drenched shine of us perfectly, captures the hard nipple beacon perfectly. As we capture each other, uncomfortably tight, our noses not smushed, but harder, smashed, signaling the unbearable passion that this setting and lighting has us consumed by. Tilt down to our feet, not quite splashing as we move, but splishing. A light spray is spraying as we naturally swish in perfect circles, as lovers always do. The magnificent lighting our splishes sensually. Pan away and fade to a railroad track, a crying woman with her back to us in the distance, and then pan back and fade to us grasping each other very aggressively under the aggressively sexual lighting. As we struggle away from our grips, both of us unable to let go at first, then able to let go. And we do let go, but then we pause and breathe heavy, like hyperventilating, but slow and sensual and muscular. Both of us are breathing muscular. Through our loose, dry shirts, heaving chest, heaving dryly and wetly, there is much nipple again. Arc overhead, till it looks like we are standing on the ceiling sexily. And the water is dripping from our saturated hair upward past a nipple, then landing on the floor ceiling, which is the floor, defying visual gravity, then pitch black, the sound of rain, the sound of childbirth, the sound of an eating contest, the sound of two men agreeing on the sale of a dairy farm. A nipple fills the screen, preferably human, piercing the darkness, and this piercing nipple is aroused. Cut back to black with a radio broadcast of the 1971 World Series playing in its entirety. Every time the announcer says the word second, a man's ass appears for 3 frames. Then, when the Pittsburgh Pirates are celebrating, jump cut to our tongues, hungrily tonguing each other, as though we are hungry for tongues, but only have tongues and nipples. Then, roll stock footage from a soup line during the Great Depression until suddenly and climactically, a nipple appears, then the credits roll. After the credits, a tongue and a nipple, tongue and nipple each other. Tonguely and nipply. Finn.
Keep showing your love for Zach Hannah.
I need it injected in me. Right?
No, I know this ain't more motherfuckers trying to read.
It's extended. It's the extended list.
Lucky I like these motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's what I gave
Tonguely
you.
and nipples. That was a poem. That was a poem. Madison, with all the nipples around, did you find the poem?
I actually found the actual poem I wanted to read today, so it was a blessing that I...
Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. Please welcome back to the stage, Madison.
Funny how stuff works out like that. Anyway, I'm gonna have to get it together because that was really funny. And my poem isn't funny, but that's okay. This is also old shit.
Oh, shit.
And I don't have a title for it, actually. It technically has a title, but I hate it, so I'm not gonna say it. You tight red lips like a flat line. You pit bull in a flower crown. Don't you see you are only as dangerous as what the world has forged you into? And you are only as lovely as what you make of yourself. Go on and file through the bars around your heart and let the blue sky for the first time in. It is fine to be scared of freedom, but ready for flight. You flower box of stinging nettle, at the end of spring you watched the baby birds in the tree outside your window as they leapt from their nests, their wings somehow so sure of themselves. Is this how falling in love is supposed to feel? Free and gleeful, light and supported like the wind under a new flyer's feathers, not gasping, trying to shove a lover's weight off your windpipe, you needle-heeled stiletto. Don't you see you deserve a breeze strong and good enough to hold you? A day so beautiful that it makes flowers bloom from your copper statue eyes, a thing so marvelous. You forget why you ever rallied a military in your heart and trained it to shoot down anything that moves, you steel-thorned rose. You have an infinite amount of petals. You have a limitless amount of love. Pull it from the carbon you breathe out and press it into diamonds. Knock it from the hair stuck to the teeth of your comb. Say, I love you, like a drink of water, like a bit tongue, like a blink, like a cloud that won't stop crying, you shattered glass mosaic. Say, I love you, like a mirror, like a refraction, like a multi-level laser show, you tornado warning, you tornado. Say, I love you, like a deep breath. Say it, even if it means some of the love will be wasted. Some of it might be carried away by the wind, drifting and tattered and lost, but there will always be more. There will always be more. You hand decked with 2-inch claws, you 9-inch chef's knife in a pink sheath, you are allowed to love without being cut. You are allowed to learn to treat a shoulder like a pillow, to disarm the alarm system in your chest, to open the cage and let your heart fly out, you blade-tailed silk kite, dull your knife. Let this heart realize you deserve to ride every breeze that is strong and good enough to hold you. Thank you.
Okay, Madison. Show your love for Madison. That was pretty good. I like that shit.
Great. Awesome.
That was great.
Pretty good. Oh, is it time to go? Everybody say bye, Emily.
Bye, Emily.
Bye, Julia.
Bye, Julia.
Thank you.
We have 2 seats that just opened up. So if you're tired of standing, right here. Everyone loves standing. All right, I'll take it. Where is Leland at? Oh, standing in the back. Hello, Leland. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. You ready to read? All right, bet. All the way in the back, standing up. Give it up for Leland.
How's it going?
Line.
I have a love poem for my girlfriend, Casey. I do not worry so harshly of understanding when I know you watch me walk back to my car. When I know our hearts rest 7 inches apart at the breath of evening's close, my sweet Valentine. I wish I could live in your warmest pocket. I would pick the spot behind your back molar, your sweetest cavity. I would send you kisses as if I had nowhere else to be. You would run your tongue over me. I can only wish to be so lucky. When I picture you blindly, my smile aches. My Novocaine daydream. Thank you.
Keep showing your love for Leland. Everybody say, oh.
Aww.
Where is Jem at? What's up, Jem? Fuck with the hair. That's something new every week. That shit's cool. Y'all, Jem brought cookies.
Yeah! These are everybody.
Are they all gone?
I have one more that I will get someone. I can
Cool.
get someone.
Okay. You are allowed to throw it into the crowd if they ask for it.
Whoa!
Not right now. Not right now.
Like turn around and then.
Oh,
It's not a bouquet. Okay. You ready, Jem? You ready to hear Jem? Show your love for Jem.
hello, lovely people.
I love the anarcho-syndicalism look.
Thank you. I have to do drag to be a slut tonight. Anyway, okay. This poem is called Strange, and it is about a threesome. How strange. One day we're lovers, strange to the next. Merely three explorers in the night, climbers on the most beautiful mountain. We weren't just people traveling together. We were three dancers performing a pas de trois in the moonlight. He helps her as she helps me, as I help him. We explored places we've never been before, learning all the smooth curves and rough edges. A beautiful cacophony of sounds filled the air around us. Three explorers on the side of a mountain, searching for air and searching for water, and we're parched. The air gets thinner as the higher we go. But if this is what asphyxiation feels like, then we suffocate on the side of this mountain right here, right now. In the distance, we hear the oncoming rushing waters before we see it. Nearby, we see the river before we feel it. In the present, we feel the waters reach our lips, drinking like as if I've never drunk before. As the coolness crushes our tongues and a warmth overtakes us all, we finally feel relief. We slowly make our way down the mountain, and as she leaves, I hear the closing notes of a ballad. I don't want to do it.
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
Isn't it strange how people can change from strangers to friends, friends into lovers, and strangers again?
Get up for Jem! Okay. Celeste on your ass. Yeah. One more round of applause for Jem, y'all. Isn't it fucking strange? Damn. I hate when that shit happens.
It was fun.
Are you okay?
Oh my god. No, I just felt that really good. Sure. Where is Dino Daddy? Somewhere. In the back. Hello, Ryan.
It's legally its name.
You ready to read? You better get ready. You better get ready. It's on the list, I promise.
It's on his birth
It's
certificate and everything.
What is written as must be said. It is written. I'm causing chaos. Ryan, can you find something fast? Fast. Back. On the fly. Get up for Ryan.
All right, you may have heard this before, but it's a love song about rocks. This is called All That Glitters Isn't Gold. All that glitters isn't gold. To that I say, good. If I wanted something shiny, I sure as hell wouldn't choose the AU. Fill my cup instead with bismuth. If I'm a fool for standing sulfides of iron, then hand me my dunce cap and a handful of that glorious, sparkly golden pyrite. I'll be a lumberjack come paleontologist, filling brassy bowls with petrified bowls, stony memories of ancient elderberry trees dug and pulled from the bowels of the Carboniferous. If you can keep your diamonds, emeralds, and rubies. They're just rocks when compared to chrysoprase or chalcedony with lustrous nickel and quartz inclusions. I'll pass on the pearls, it's just sand and bivalve snot. Sapphires and turquoise, topaz and peridot, pale when compared to the burning chatoyance of tiger's eye or the fiber optic splendor of raw selenite. Bring me flint from a hill or rotund stones from a riverbank. In a pinch I'll appreciate beach glass. Litter weathered rounded by water and sand. I'll pass on those gems which you call precious. They're just baubles, little bubbles of geological flatus, sniffed and coveted by the ignorant and savage. Thank you.
Keep it going. All right. Now I don't know how the fuck
Ohio Blue Shale.
they just read that poem. And it was on the list, but hey. Love works in mysterious ways.
Love wins.
Rob, you got a poem for us? All the way from taking your money to getting on the stage and reading a love poem. Give it up for Rob!
Yeah! Love it when people take my money!
This is almost a love poem. This is maybe a love poem for sleep. This is called Insomnia. I couldn't sleep, crying because I miss my dead dog. Our relationships with the information we ingest are delicate and strange. It's important to recognize awareness is not control. A cricket chirp choir, the wind through the trees, or the wind through trees you cannot see but know are there. A branch snapping in the distance, then another, closer. Wide awake in the nocturnal unknown. What imprints upon the consciousness through our screens actually affects us. And our hands are not as readily poised to turn the valve and staunch the flow of wit-frying facts and figures as we might think. This is reckless, it's harmful, and we've pathologized the consequences. Question what you know about sleep, and you'll surely wake up with mystery bruises. Domestication appears as disease in every new era, and manifest destiny includes attention spans now. Nobody's asking you to give up your toys. I put a camera in a room to see how I sleep. Fast forward through each night, tossing and turning and frequent gasps for air. I guess a lot of life gets spent this way. Nobody's asking us to give up our toys. And sleep, good sleep, is like unconditional love. It catches up to you when you're not paying attention. It's the catalyst of dreams, and we each find it in different ways, or else we don't, and we agonize in its absence. Good morning. Good morning.
Give it up for our staff member, Rob. Where's Kayla at? Hello, Kayla. You ready to read? Oh, you're already up. So that's super ready. Everybody, please give it up for Kayla.
Okay, this is old.
Oh, shit!
What? It's my fiance.
Oh.
Ignore him. The bitter indignation at having been treated unfairly. They say that's how you felt about me, an innocent child. But how did I not realize the signs were always there? You picked me apart until there was nothing left, but it was never enough to fill the void in your chest. I mean, hadn't I been through enough already at such a young age? I didn't even have the strength to speak before I lost everything. My mother, my father, my home, my innocence, my dignity. But everything was never enough. No, you always needed more. Now you're gone and you're never coming back. So there will never be a chance for me to know why you felt this way, and that pains me. Knowing that all I'm left with is the thought of you resenting me until your last breath, the breath you always fought so hard to catch. But with rest comes time, and with time comes healing. I guess that's why they say time heals all wounds.
One more time, okay? I don't know your situation, but please be careful with those B words around here.
We're good. We like hip hop.
I didn't say that.
What?
That's not why I said that.
What? What'd you say? Wait, say it this way.
He said he likes hip hop.
That's
That's
strange.
okay. I'll leave it. That's fine. That's fine. I love it.
You can love hip hop outside.
Yeah.
It will be fun.
Sensitive white man, that's what you said.
I've never seen that excuse before. I say the B word because I like hip hop. I like hip hop.
That's like that's a complete non sequitur.
I mean, okay. In all the caucasity, I guess. It's the wrong month, it's the wrong year, it's the wrong decade, it's the wrong century. Don't say that shit. I hope they were drunk. That's still not good. All right. You know what? I was gonna call up Simone. Simone. Did Simone leave?
Yeah.
Shout out Simone. You know what? No, fuck that. Where's Josh at?
All right.
What's up, Josh? Where you at, Josh? I cannot see you. Oh, you standing up and everything. Okay, I'm blind. How are you, Josh? Wasn't that some weird shit? Yeah, that was weird. You got something, to cleanse our palate of that? All right, good. Y'all ready for Josh? Yeah! Everybody, please show your love for Josh.
That was strange. I was gonna ask you guys to choose ones, but you need a palate cleanser. Yeah. And this poem is about palates, taste, flavors, aromas. It's about the first time I went to New Orleans. It's called I Can Taste That Jazz. In context, I went to this celebrity chef's house named Chef Kwame, and he was raised in New Orleans, but he's from Nigeria.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Gumbo and Agusi off Monroe and Apple Street. Chef Kwame's family opened house in New Orleans with Southern hospitality. Poured like rain and poured over the fufu and rice alike. It was communion. Soul food hugged tight by the motherland, Creole and Niger. Blended like the yellow-seeded watermelon and Kool-Aid smiles after first bites. Fingertips dripped as they dipped into broths and soups as laughter bubbled over. The diaspora intersected in real time with conversations about spices, heat, flavor, and how it travels through hands, spoons, and forks like a deciphering language, unique to each region, both here and far, near and home. Culture cooked on low, without the mainstream. Off the tourist route and at home. Cooked down like a roux, cooked down like a stew, cooked down like a cauldron of witch's brew with buku abundance and an unspoken understanding that we have each other. Sisters and brothers, uncles, aunties, and mothers. It was a reunion. A southern stew of minds melding in the moment, cuisine and culture. The DNA of our storytelling around the pot. Around the rhythms of conversations, progress into connection of nuance and mediums that share mirrors and memory, shape and taste. A taste of territories, states, and ancestral lands that passed in hands, passed in palms, passed in recipes mixed with time and space. But I can still see them in the movements of the second line, and the jazz sprinkles the city with flavor. A living stew, I cracked the pot as she bubbled and boiled over into Ninth Ward's witch's brew. Ghetto gastro as the essence of the Nola was thick in aromatics and smiles, sopped up in spoon, dripped down on fingers, dipped down in shuffles and shades and bright hues of that jazz that was New Orleans. Something like a Black Fever drink.
Show your love for Josh. Thank God for Josh, actually.
Thank Baphomet.
Actually, you know what? You know that Bob's Burger episode where the lady was like, "This is hip hop." That's hip hop. Like you sway like this. That's hip hop. Like that's what I felt like that was. I just don't have any patience for white people.
Neither do I. It's okay.
Hold on, Jessica Sparrow. I'm just, please. All right. Where's Katie with the PhD?
Yeah!
Hello, Katie.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Different answer now compared to like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I was good. I was chilling. I was feeling the love and hip hop. All right. You ready to read? All right, please get up for Dr. Katie.
Let's go, Katie.
This is called Stand in Love. It's curious that it's called falling in love. It is instead the rise that is so often praised, desired, sought after. So much so that today's world often feigns the high, forcing jigsaw pieces together that never even came from the same box. Abandoning ourselves so that we can chase the apex. Ignoring the rain and ice and gusts of wind screaming at us to let go of the climb, but they only make us grip tighter. Or they make us belay down prematurely, attempting to obtain optimal joy prior to predicted pain. Because falling is desperately feared, frantically avoided. Yet we pay no mind to the phrase, perhaps subconsciously deeming it a misnomer. But there's a reason it's called falling in love, huh? How might we feel differently about love if we rebranded it? I don't want to fall in love with you. I don't want my center of gravity rocked by you. To be a passive recipient of passion. No, I think I'd rather stand in love with you. To prioritize endurance over speed and stabilize our core as we openly admit and safely respond to weakness. Yes, to stand is to choose. And I want to stand in love with you. Would you stand in love with me too? Yeah. Thank you.
Get up for Dr. Katie. Do you think his favorite movie is Love and Basketball?
That's why man can't jump.
All right, let me get serious for a second. White folks about to get on this mic, I do not want you to comment on this. I do not want you to joke about this. You could also fuck up like he did. I love y'all, but I don't have to love y'all. Mitch!
Behind you. He's got a knife.
How you doing, Mitch?
I made it. How are you?
Yeah. I want to hear your poetry.
I can sure try.
Good. All right. All the way on the stage, please give it up for Mitch!
Shout out Steve, honestly. How's about new shit?
New shit.
New poem. Thank you, Dorian. Also, I sell art if you're interested. But anyways.
How much? How much?
It's a long night. If you want to talk to me about it, talk to me.
A long night.
So
That's so reasonable.
Again, negotiated price. That's so reasonable.
it costs a night.
Whoa!
Sexual is not what you're thinking.
You can't be talking like that with your buddy
It's,
out.
it's already off the rails. It's already off the rails. Anyway. Remember the feeling of falling. The liminal interval of catching balance and watching balance go. How your breath is snatched in the rush as it departs. Remember the crash. Remember the hurt. There is always a hurt, a sting. Hang nails, hand grenades. It all will have a consequence when you throw yourself over them. Having already lost composure, having already lost grip on an invisible handrail called a defense mechanism, the first thing to go when love comes swinging wild and says, "Time to fall, dummy." Remember the getting up part. Remember the ache. Bruises fade, but not their diary entry, copy-pasted across every try again part. Remember the try again part, when the guard is raised, when the shields are up, when your eyes are trained to see exclamation points, flashing red and exit signs justifying Irish goodbyes. Nothing is more intimidating than a farewell that turns Midwestern and keeps you grounded in the moment. Talking, sharing too much of yourself when someone pierces hiding tactics with a glance that writes a volume, pens an eternity, authored by the art of letting the conversation ignore doubts. Remember the doubts. Remember their arguments. They will have many, and many are right in a wrong way. This is what love becomes when you've filled too many diary pages. Remember remembering. The fact you don't let this go and you forget none of this. Mistakes, self-destructions, misses, hits too close to home, losing home, redefining home in arms and kisses, and hoping these things last and hoping it comes around again. Remember coming around again and again, waiting in fear and in faith, when a handrail vanishes in a late night haze. Time to fall, dummy.
Hell yeah.
Keep showing your love for Mick. That was nice. All right. Where is Mickey? Hello, Mickey.
Hello.
You ready to read?
Yeah.
All right, bet. Y'all ready for Mickey? Keep showing your love all over the stage for Mickey.
It's my first time here.
Now, Mickey.
No.
First time reading poetry?
No, God.
No. All right.
I wrote this like 4 hours ago.
No shit.
New poem. Thank you, Dory.
This is dedicated to my Valentine too.
Oh.
Fear of abandonment is like looking into a cracked mirror. In scattered fragments sits my reflection. The different parts of me, rejected, unable to piece themselves together. Oh, how they haunt me sometimes. But what if that fear was the moonlight, and I just had to bask in its beams, camp out in its evening glow, sit beneath it and drink its lessons like a hot cup of tea? What if I could make friends with my shadow, have it over for coffee, hold space for the darkness? Shame has stolen my voice, like Ursula and the Little Mermaid, a hit and run of silence, a random act of terror activated by seemingly mundane things. When did I assign trauma to be the pilot of my life? And what if my shame was a wounded animal, and I took it into my house, fed it and gave it water, nurtured it, loved it, gave it a safe space to heal its wounds? Sometimes the unhealed parts of me get activated by the actions of you. I bleed my trauma uncontrollably, staining the clothes of the man I love. I interpret having other woman friends as a message that I am not enough. Because my past has already taught me that. My past taught me that my worth was only found through my body and how I can please a man. My soul was dismissed. My spirit left me. But what if past trauma and insecurity was a helium balloon? I could release it into the sky, say a prayer, and have the angels hold on to it for me. Nothing thrives without the surrender of one another. What if the story isn't about finding the one, but about dismantling everything we thought we had to be to deserve them? What if self-worth isn't attainable because we don't find worth in the self? What if worthiness is found only in the love of God? What if love is supposed to be a light we carry without trying to own the flame? Intimacy between us could be curiosity without the masks we wear to feel safe. What if God's biggest kink is watching us undress our truth? Us, watching two souls become one prayer. Wear your tremble for me. Wear the way your pulse has never learned to slow down. Let me disarm you. Let me learn the dialect of your shame, and you learn the language of my inadequacy. I want your devotion like a flame that knows how to stay lit in the wind. What if the broken parts of my mirror are pieced together, and my reflection becomes whole again, because you held the space for my thunderstorms? You let my rain plant wild gardens and flowers, where your dreams will grow tall next to mine, roots entangled but never suffocating. You let my lightning electrocute your spirit, igniting the change needed to love a human trafficking survivor. What if it's okay being messy right now? Our mess a labyrinth of lessons designed by God, and we are exactly where we are meant to be.
I need more love for that poem. It's good shit from Nikki. Very good shit.
Yeah.
That was a good ass poem. You can tell they're an old school poet too, because they printed it out first. I fuck with that. That's how my professor taught me. I don't listen. Alright, we're gonna keep it moving. Andy, did you make me anything for Valentine's Day?
I was going to bring you the yarn that I made last week.
Oh.
And I realized after I got here that I forgot it. So I have to save it for you for the next time. I see
Breaking
you.
my heart. That's okay. I'll settle for your poem. Y'all ready to hear Andy?
Yeah!
Show your love all the way from the front. Get up for Andy!
On Saturday, Mandar posted a post on the Facebook page for the Poetry Cauldron mentioning the different forms that he remembered being performed here. And one of them that I noticed wasn't included is a tanka, which is like the larger cousin of a haiku. This is new shit.
New shit.
New poem. Thank you, Dorian.
Help me slow my steps. Let our path endlessly wend. Linger beside me, reveling in brief touches. Share with me unhurried time.
Keep it short, sweet, beautiful. Get it for Andy. Where is Kate with a C? What's up, Kate with a C? You're sitting right next to Katie.
I know.
It's confusing. You got a poem for us? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was saying the third Katie left us.
Oh, that's okay. It's too many K's. No, I'm joking. It's a C. So. You ready? All right, bet. You ready for Kate?
Yeah!
Please show your love over the stage for Kate.
Hello. This is super old. This poem's like 10 years old.
Oh, shit!
Old poem. Thank you, Dorian.
And I was going to do a longer one, but I chose a shorter one for you.
I appreciate that.
Slipping off your tongue and rolling over mine, the words I love you fill my mouth. I lick them from your lips. I taste them in your kiss. With each ferocious embrace, they fill me with life. You fill me with your love.
Another short, sweet one. Give it up for Kate. Where is Remy at?
Remy had to go.
Damn. Oh well. All right. Where is HJ? Hello, HJ. I'm glad you're here. You ready to read a poem? Oh, thank you. Are you ready for HJ? Yeah! Bring it up for HJ.
Hi, it's been a minute.
Howdy.
And this one's not finished, but I like it anyway.
Unfinished shit.
Thank you. Sleeping eyes sew patches on crust pants, smoking spliffs under the bridge of my nose, and stiff with stale beer and sweat. Eyelids headbang, slow and heavy as the sun punches my pupils. Shoe gazing and grass grazing under subconscious star praising, nearly fulfilled by nightly forage. Thank you.
Now time for HJ. We're gonna keep it moving. Where's Matthew at? What's up, Matthew?
Didn't interrupt this time.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot, considering what has happened. Y'all ready for Matthew? Give it up for Matthew, y'all.
Well, I'm glad y'all got to see the unfiltered me, awkward and always interrupting everything.
Love it!
So, I hope you guys are ready for a love poem because I don't write those, so that sucks. Little bit of backstory. This song is about my baby brother. Wow, I did it too. This poem is about my baby brother. It's called Chocolate Hearts and Angel Wings. It's a miracle, the doctors told my parents, to have one so healthy with odds this deadly. Unknown diseases hidden in the genes, passed from one generation to the next. 6 long months under fluorescent lights. Did they flicker or did I blink? The heart brings love and life, or so I thought. But what do you do when the heart is incomplete? A hole in the life and a shattered love. A ventilator and 3 surgeries later, and he goes blind. Unable to see the hands reaching toward him, but never forgetting his mother's embrace. But without that embrace, the air no longer fills his lungs. A stubborn boy crying silently for his mother's arms while they poke and prod. They say his life comes from these machines. She says that's no life to live, and she chooses mercy. A sweet summer child carried up by the winter winds, and as the rest are passing around boxes of their chocolate-covered love, we cling to ours, passing on the last piece of our soul, and we trade chocolate hearts for angel wings.
Show you love for Matthew. Y'all, we only have about 5 more poets left. Where is Talon at? Hello, Talon. You ready to read for us? All right. Y'all ready for Talon?
Yes!
Come on, way from the back. Give it up for Talon. I didn't know they did that. I didn't know either.
Star in hospital, her hair grayer than I remember. My inherited auburn, sequestered in a braid some nurse crafted after washing away the matted blood. She tells me dying was peaceful before the chaos rushed in, forced to return despite the DNR order. Long bruise on her neck, raised from the skin like a bud on its branch. Her arms mottled purple and red, stardust scattered in nebula. She labors at eating, her torn throat a tangle of thorns, the pureed chicken snags on. She says she'll sue them, has the doctor's words on record, some Roman fabula buzzing on the too far away TV, reaches for the nub propped up on blanket rags as pain shoots down where her leg used to be, before the first responders inserted the balloon pump into the wrong artery. Worries about Grandpa, who will take care of him now. Marvels at her still functioning mind, unsure how damage was averted. With unmistakable sadness, disappointment, says she was saved by others' prayers. Grandmother, I have failed at loving you, deluded into thinking you'd be here forever, the way those summers with you felt endless in my starry-eyed years.
Please show love to Alex. As always, devastating and beautiful. Good shit. Dorian,
Hey,
how are you?
it's been a full night.
Oh, yes. We've had every flavor. You ready to read?
Ready to read.
All right, now. Please give it up for Dorian.
Self-promotion, while unattractive, is sometimes necessary. I got 3 things. Make them quick. 1, tomorrow I'm doing a feature reading at Secret Studio. That's part of an event called Word Church. It's hosted by Amy Turnsharp, who's the part owner of Secret Studio. Also, she's featured in Rhapsody and Refrain, like local poet. So it's going to be an open mic with a workshop at the beginning. So it's also love poem themed. If you don't have one, it'll be a 50-minute workshop at the beginning. She'll lead that. I'll do some reading. Then it'll be the open mic. It'll be $5.
$5? That's so reasonable!
I'll make sure to let her know. 2, I'm part of a crew called Candy Rain. We have a party called Candy Rain. This Saturday is our 3-year anniversary party at the Oracle. 80s hip hop, 80s, 90s, early 2000s hip hop and R&B. It's sexy. It starts at 8. It's going to be a long night. It's like a house party. It's fun. It's free. No cover. Come through if you're thick. Stay home if you're sick. And 3rd and lastly, I did a Beyonce. I did a surprise drop.
What? Yes! Oh my God!
My first ever chapbook. The theme for it is $10.
$10? That's so reasonable!
I worked my computer fingers to the bone. But yeah, very first one, it's Affairs of the Heart. It's things. And to promote it, I'd like to read a poem that's not in it. I'm good at promotion. All right, I keep on changing the title of this poem, so this time it's called Count the Ways. I love you like I never had to think about it. I love you like darkness with just suggestion. I love you like language never conspired against us. I love you as if every sunset taught me new things. I love you like I've never been afraid. I love you like every silence was a new novel. I love you the way the desert misted the rain. I love you if air was only a theory and love was the only thing sustaining me. I love you like starlight loves travel. I love you the way the fire loves the cold, the way water loves gravity, the way freckles love sunlight, the way a diamond loves delight, the way blood loves motion, the way lips love pressure, the way arms love reaching, the way hearts love yearning, the way children love the first sighting of lightning bugs, the way the wind loves endless walks, the way my smile loves the sight of you. I love you as if my heart only beat in Morse code, and it only sends out the message I was too shy to say. I love you as this life was only a side quest, and you're there to solve the puzzles. I love you as if I'd never been hurt. I love you as if I knew the answers. I love you as if I had no questions. I love you if that was the shortest distance between 2 spaces. I love you as if there was no distance. I love you if heartache was a lie. I love you as if there were no lies. I love you like every melody resolved. I love you when I don't understand, when space feels too tight, when sunlight is too bright, when I can't focus in the now, when all we got is when X marks the spot, and when I'm a ghost without a home, and when I find myself choking on possibilities and I can't see to the horizon. I love you while I'm figuring it out. I love you while tornadoes find places to land.
I love you while the future seems uncertain. I love you while imagination is the only real thing. I love you while I don't believe. I love you while I struggle. I love you while belief fights with existence. I love you while I fall out of signal reach. I love you while the orbit is eccentric. I love you like I had no options, like a mosquito loves the first day of summer, like the afternoon loves the cluck of a sprinkler, like a smile before the light goes out, like the keys and hammers on the piano, like vibrations hitting an ear, like every moment was a prophecy, like every song was meant for us, like every walk was a dance, every dance was a duet. I love you as if you were my everything, and I was your nothing. Thank you.
Keep showing your love for Torian. Counting the ways. That shit was good. Yeah. Where is Christina? Hello, Christina. How are you? Doing all right? You ready to read? All right, so y'all ready for Christina? Yeah! Need more energy for our staff member. Give it up for Christina.
Thank you. I love being on theme. Alright, this is Love Poem from a Praying Mantis. For a moment, I feared I was too good at camouflage, and that in one of a bug's life's many great ironies, being unseen would destroy my chances at survival. But you must have had dragonfly sight. Empathy must have pointed its flickering signal toward me like a lightning bug. They say our binocular vision only cares about motion, never the patient details of the thing, but out of all the sandal skids and sneaker squeaks, it was your gray Nikes whose mud spots I memorized. While you scooped me up onto the elm leaf you'd stretched between your thumbs, like a protagonist of a Saturday morning cartoon, preparing to break a fall with a bedsheet. They say our singular eardrums only care about ultrasonic sound, but I swear I could hear the pause as you scanned for the best shade, for the furthest from footfalls. And to be clear, I know you don't rub shoulders with inevitabilities. And to be clear, I don't actually pray. But isn't this all what we wish for? The sidewalk's warm sigh when the flash flood warning evaporates. A blade of grass to stretch across and rest.
Keep showing your love for Christina. Always amazing. Where is Ophelia? Hello, Ophelia. Hi. You ready to read? Okay, y'all ready for Ophelia? Yeah! Give it up for Ophelia.
You want half-baked new shit or old shit that I haven't read in a while? Okay. Trenchfoot, or We Were in Those Streets Together. A brutalist anatomy of the future. Look, all these fucking pigs and not a beating between them. The black veins of capital bursting with our rage. We spread out across the city like a butcher's diagram. Look, the cowards can't even look as we touch for the first time, 2 arms linked across a borderless globe, our bodies wielded like hammers. This love is extremely Bolshevik. All our vulgar parts led about by the vanguard of our hearts. I would die for you, I say. I would die without you, I know. I refuse to die until every last of our enemies are dead.
Keep it going for Ophelia. We got another great poet for you, Princess. You ready to read? Oh yeah. Y'all show your love for Princess.
Hello, thank you all for having me. I feel like my poem is literally the exact opposite of that. But I have to bring this because it's inspired by my trip to see Romeo and Juliet on Broadway. So the title of the poem is from the play, if you don't know. It's Romeo and Juliet, so like you should have learned it. Your education system failed you. Sorry, Ohio is
I'm calling them stupid, damn.
Sorry, but anyway, this is the poem. And this is the title. It's from Shakespeare, so I can't claim it. Call me but love, and I be new baptized. I seek another name, not a forsaking, but a claiming of pure identity. Rise, heat, melt me. Combine two complementary alloys, reforge and pour into a cast made of our words. Bond turned solid by plunging deep into the cool pool of truth that Metatron heard. Our lips, through soft and supple kiss, will try and fail to capture this negative distance between our atoms. We are one, brought back again, returning to the garden, a blessed union long since forgotten. Rivaled against the tempest and ridden along light, two woven together births one beautiful life, where the grass grows a pretty green, and the birds are compelled by joy to sing, everything brought into harmony by the goodness of God's divine, with him an erasure of what's yours and mine. There are no days, only praise and full belly smiles. We look towards the future and raise a small child. We are full, ever enjoying our daily bread, our connection, our family, gifted and guided by our God, the only true King. Aligned through intention, we are his symmetry, bound by upheld vows physically and spiritually, an entity bigger than one. Of course, I have a name, but know me by our shared feeling. United, our love is healing. Thank you. Woo!
Showing your love for Princess. Even though Princess does not think that Ohioans can read, I will say.
I think you can read, but not well.
I am. I can read pretty well.
Let's have a read.
You can always tell her classical training comes through in the poem, especially in her cadence. It's very good. So, where is our home to serve? Hello.
Howdy.
How you doing?
I'm alive.
I'm good. Yes, that's glad. Wait, what? I'm glad. Yes, that's good. Maybe I can't read. You ready to read a poem?
Yeah.
All right, bet. Y'all ready for our home to third? Yeah! Put it for our home to third.
This poem's arguably more about grief than love, but I'd still classify this as a love poem, and if you wouldn't, we can fight about it.
Beat you up back.
My money's on R.
I love her so much now, the feeling hurts. Such now she's gone, the hurt I feel remains. As the days go on, it just gets worse. But now I can no longer stand the pain. And now, after crossing both land and sea to find the ancient secrets of the dead, I call the cruel God who took her from me. Oh, please bring her back and take me instead. Bloody bones encircle fertile soil, and flowers give the ritual its life. The flowing ichor, cleansing azure oil, and finally the presence of the knife. To cut, to hack, to rip, and tear apart. Here in my hand, I hold my beating heart. Thank you.
Keep showing your love for our home to third. This shit was good.
Thank you.
You want me to read a poem?
Jason.
Actually.
Jason.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna have Jason close us out. I
Yes!
can't do that. You did fuck it up. Jason, would you like to read first?
No, I want to hear you.
Okay.
Yeah!
Yeah.
You
can't do both.
I think you skipped someone.
Is my name up there?
What's your
Because
name?
I definitely signed up Ryan.
Oh
That's why
no!
Ryan was on the list.
Oh.
I
Ryan! 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 Ryan, how long is your poem?
A couple minutes.
You better read that shit fast. You ready for Ryan? The real Ryan.
Yeah!
The really real Ryan. Come on, Ryan.
What's up, family? What's up, family? I'm Ryan.
Ryan.
So this poem is called Heart in the Sand. Let me see, where's it at? Man, I'm sorry. I know, right? I know. Maybe it's up here because
Looks like a buffer, Ryan.
Bro, yeah, go ahead. Because I don't see it.
Show love to Ryan, y'all. Jason.
Yeah.
Of course. I want to hear you. I want to hear you. Yeah. No, I said Jason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You ready, Jason?
thought you were going to read.
Jason, you do not control the show. Come here. Get on the stage. Thank you.
Jason!